Hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, another new deck of cards here. This one is an oracle card, oracle deck called What's the News? And this is a great time for me to remind you a lot of the cards are on Boxing Day sale on Amazon. My link is down below. Go to my shop, my Amazon store, and all the cards that I use on here are on there. So if you've been waiting to get your favorite, now is the time. So what I'm going to do is a what's the news for each member of the senior royal family and family. No, I'm doing it by the actual person, by their court card, not by their position. Okay. So first of all, we have King Charles, and I'm just going to draw 3 to 5 cards. I'll go with my intuition for each of them. Do a quick, what is their December? What's coming for them in December? What's coming for them in December? Now, last month I said this is Charles. Charles is nearing the end, and we really haven't heard anything, but that doesn't mean things aren't happening behind. Sometimes some of the predictions are you have to look back. Maybe we'll hear something of that, November, he really turned a corner. Maybe in the background, we're hearing a lot of things that, William's just quietly taking over. There's no big announcements, that kind of thing. Let's see what kind of December King Charles is going to have. The King of Cups. He just had a birthday, so he's in his A time, his sun time. This is a time to really step out. And we got a state dinner coming up, Christmas, all that kind of fun stuff. All right, shall we begin? Dirty money, laundering, steal, illegal. Listen, there have been rumors around Charles about dirty money, like coming from the Middle East. Are we going to hear more scandals about that? Are we going to hear, is he going to be in the thick of it? We've heard stories about that Queen Elizabeth was involved with Jeffrey Epstein. Well, not that she did anything with him, but Jeffrey Epstein gave her financial advice. Now, here's something where I'm thinking, is that what Andrew told his mom, that he was hanging around Jeffrey Epstein because he's a fiancier, that he was a financial advisor. And are we going to find out that she actually did invest based on his recommendations, and unbeknownst to her what he really was? Are we going to hear something like that, and it's going to land on his lap? Interesting. Script, getaway, the runner escaping. See, are we going to hear something that I wonder if we're actually going to hear that he has a falls down the stairs, or trips down the stairs or something. I wonder if we are going to hear that he misses some functions and whatnot. Snack, obsession, physical attraction, sex appeal. These cards are wild. We might hear something about like his eating habits. Well, he's launching that whiskey, right? Brick wall, defense mechanism, guarded, hard to reach. Okay, I think that's exactly what's going on. I think we're going to see him continue to put the wall up between him and Harry. I think that is a done deal, even though Harry really wants to come for Christmas. I think in some respects, Charles is going to fade into the background regarding that. I think he might launch another kind of snack. I know the meaning of this is snack means obsession, physical attraction, sex appeal, but I don't think that this applies to a 77-year-old monarch. I think what this actually means with him, with Highgrove, we might see him come out with something probably for Christmas, right? He just came out with the whiskey, perhaps, a snack to have with the whiskey kind of thing. Oh, look at that. The clock agrees. And I think he's going to be caught up, something to do with his mom and Jeffrey Epstein. I'm going to read on that later. All right. So that's King Charles. Camilla. Camilla, what does she have going for her? What's her December going to be like? What's her December going to be like? What's her December going to be like? Repo, default on payments, financially incapable, repossessed assets. Lipstick evidence, infidelity, caught cheating, betrayal. What? Frenemy, fake friends, two-faced, hidden intentions. I don't think we're going to catch these seniors farting around on each other. I think there's going to be, I think something will come back. I don't think it's going to be repossessed. Perhaps it's, perhaps she wanted to wear a brooch or something and it's been, you know, it's been taken back for some reason. I could see her having frenemies, fake friends, two-faced, hidden intentions, and that could be the infidelity, caught cheating, betrayal. We might hear of one of like her ladies in waiting, or perhaps her son is talking and releasing too much information. And I think these repossessed assets, and the reason I'm seeing this, like either it's a tiara or a ring or a brooch or something. I think, or maybe there is some kind of default on her property. Maybe something to do with where the lines are supposed to be. And so they, you know, the new neighbors or whatever say, hey, your fence is a foot on our property. We want that back. That would be the same as repossession, right? That's interesting. I think we might see somebody betray Camilla this month. All right. William. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And on this channel, because William and his father are both King of Cups, I've asked the cards to portray William as the King of Swords because he is like hours away from being a Gemini. Like hours. I think it was 6 hours or something like that. If he would have come 6 hours early, he would have been a Gemini. So he probably has a lot of Gemini traits, I suppose. Let's see what's coming up for William. Lift off, fast action, progression forward, the wait is over. Oh, are we going to see some kind of announcement here about William taking on more activities? Lust, greed, bareback, inconsiderate. I wonder if he'll be called like called names because maybe perhaps people feel he might be too aggressive. Bonnie and Clyde, ride or die, us against the world, dedicated partnership. That's him and Catherine, of course. Love bombing, overly attentive, showered with affection for personal gain. Kinky ways, fantasies and fetishes, sexually open, looking to explore. Whoa, I should have taken some of these cards out. I'm going to say that what this actually means is that I think Catherine and William are going to go their own way at Christmas time. I think there's going to be something there that's going to be really different and perhaps surprise people. So, for example, they don't go to Sandringham at all. They don't go to Norfolk at all. They actually end up going to Balmoral, or they actually go to Spain or Greece or something. I think that's what this is relating to. I think, and people will say that's really weird. They've never done that. That's kind of different. And I think that's where that's going to come in. Yeah, because we got the Bonnie and Clyde here. I think William's gonna create some bad press for himself for perhaps people might think he's being overly aggressive with his father, about how much he takes over or whatnot. And I think I don't think we're going to see them at Christmas time, especially if Harry is there. All right. Our Queen of Pentacles, Catherine. Catherine. What's coming up for Catherine? What's coming up for Catherine? She's got a new home. First Christmas in that home. Looks like everything is going along. She's putting more on her shoulders, patronages, even though the cards and other people have told her to slow down. She's looking fabulous. She's got her carol thing going on in December. Let's find out what's going on. Light bulb moment, sudden realization, feeling inspired, insightful awareness. I think this is her carols thing. We might see something a little bit different. Oh, look at that. You can't make that up. Bonnie and Clyde. We're going to see these two thick as thieves. We're going to see these two inseparable. And us against the world, dedicated partnership, ride or die. I can't believe they both got that one. Recalling, memories, missing someone, reminiscing. Well, it is all about love. Interesting. Numbing, self-medication, addictions, irrational behavior. There she is. She's just in the addictions. She just went over that. We might hear a personal story about that. Not that she's addicted to anything, but perhaps, she had a friend who was addicted, or perhaps we'll hear of, a family member that alcoholism or something, especially this recalling and this numbing addictions here. Perhaps it's Harry. I just did that reading. Chained, codependency, unhealthy attachment, weighed down. Interesting, that was on that kinky, right? I have a funny feeling these two want, because we have the Bonnie and Clyde here for both of them, I have a funny feeling they really both want to start doing things their own way. Perhaps that's where the kinky comes in. It's like you think about a kinked chain, right? There's something different about it. I'm thinking that we are definitely going to see a much, much different monarchy when these two become king and queen. And right now they're chained to what they can and cannot do, what they can and cannot say. And I think we're going to see those broken chains. And I think everyone's going to think it's kinky because it's so different. It's so different. Well, that's cool that they both got the Bonnie and Clyde. It's them against the world. So perhaps a lot of the family members have turned against them. I think we're going to see some negative press about William. I really do. Anne, now they just came back from a big tour. I've been reading a lot that Tim is not well. And that Anne and Tim wants to take it easy and not do anything. Perhaps they went on one last big trip, right? Bye, Felicia. Peace and out. Thank you. Next, leaving and not caring. I think we've seen a few cracks in the armor between them. Have we not? Was there not or this is the royal family. Anna's like, yeah, we're retiring. Turned party animal, sex, drugs, and alcohol, surface pleasures. This almost feels like retiring, I've been reading about that for forever, and I don't know why. Cuffing season, single and ready to mingle, ready for a relationship, on the hunt. Brick wall, defense mechanism, guarded, hard to reach. Penny pinching, financial struggle, saving up, budgeting. I think this brick wall is between her and Charles. I think that I don't think for a minute that they're having a financial struggle, or I don't think for a minute she's out looking for somebody. I think they're perhaps what that first one about Charles and the money and everything, they may want to really distance themselves from this and say, well, we didn't get any of that. Like, hands off. We didn't do anything with that. Or she might come out and say, my mom didn't do anything like that. I think this brick wall, because it came with Charles, I don't think they're talking. I honestly think that might have been their farewell tour to some regards. And it was so interesting because I believe Anne did say, well, if I make it to 90, I'm retiring. So she's already dropping hints about that. Yeah, she's not going to do this her whole life. She will retire at some point. I wonder if this is the final straw for her. Okay, Knight of Cups. I made Edward Knight of Cups because he's the younger brother of the King of Cups. Even though he's his King of Cups in his own right, he is the younger brother, and he's just so sweet, Edward. I don't know why. I just, he just seems to me like he would be the most pleasant of them all. Not necessarily the most fun, but definitely the most pleasant. I think Anne would be the funnest. Honestly, I do. I think she would be. I think she's so reserved in public. I think she's a Leo. Leos love to laugh and have fun. They're the life of the party. Whereas Edward he just seems like so sincere and so nice. All right. What's up for Edward? Oh, that was an interesting cut. Bonnie and Clyde. Oh, look at that. Em and Sophie. So we got our two couples going here. Supersize me, doing too much, excessive overindulgence. And a lot of people are worried about Edward's health. I just realized I didn't even check. Oh yeah, I'm well within. A lot of people are worried about Edward. He just always looks so slender, but so is his dad. I don't think his father had an extra ounce on him his whole life. He was very slender his whole life, almost skinny for a man. And I think Edward has that same body type. Roller coaster, full of highs and lows, off and on again, hot and cold. Well, we often have talked about that with him and Sophie. This, chained, codependency, unhealthy attachment, weighed down, knocked up, pregnancy, expecting, mothering. Didn't the card say, or didn't an auto writing say, somebody's pregnant who should not be pregnant? Oh, I hope it's not Lady Louise. I hope it's not Lady Louise. Oh. Wouldn't that be something? Yeah, that auto write. Remember, it said somebody's pregnant who shouldn't be. Well, let's see what Sophie gets. So here's Sophie, Queen of Swords. I mean, she does have a boyfriend. Accidents do happen. I mean, I don't think it's Sophie who'd be pregnant. She's 60. Well, miracle. I highly doubt it, though. Okay, let's see if Sophie gets that as well. Fugo. Well, that's fire. Chemistry, intense passion. Things are heating up. Lust, greed, bareback, inconsiderate. Much masculine pride, toxic masculinity, meeting manly expectations. What? Knocked up, pregnancy, expecting, mothering. Oh. Lipstick evidence, infidelity, caught cheating, betrayal. Oh. Are Edward and Sophie going to be grandparents? Passion, toxic mass, and lipstick evidence. Isn't that funny? I was going, oh, and Edward's so nice and blah, blah, blah. I don't think this is Edward at all. I wonder if, look at that. Passion, lust, macho, lipstick evidence, if it caught cheating, betrayal. This just could be the betrayal, just like the Three of Swords is betrayal. Betrayal could be, it's a man in her life that has betrayed her. Perhaps it's the father of this child. Perhaps it's James, right? Perhaps it's James. I mean, we seem to gloss over him because he's young, but lots of young people get pregnant. Wow, I can't believe they both got that. So now we wait and see. Oh my Lord. And it was so funny. I saw Sophie as a grandmother. I said, oh, I even commented, I think, on somebody's, they posted a picture of Sophie, and I said, oh, she's gonna make such a great grandmother. I think on Queer Lips, on his, and he agreed with me. Wow. Oh, grandmother vibes. Now remember, we might not hear of the pregnancy in December. It's a real chance that somebody could get pregnant in December. We might not hear about a pregnancy until, like, February, March, but the actual pregnancy started in December, or we could hear it this December. Harry and Meghan are both knights because they act like children. Harry, Knight of Pentacles. I don't think either one of them have matured beyond 14. Harry. What's coming for Harry in December? What's coming for Harry in December? What's the news for Harry in December? TikTok, deadline, procrastination, too busy. Yeah. TikTok, Harry. What is that? Is that your deadline to reply for Christmas? Is that your deadline to leave Meghan? Is that your deadline to let them know you aren't coming for their terms are not acceptable? What's going on there? Because we know he's not too busy. Light bulb moment, sudden realization, feeling inspired, insightful awareness. Ding dong. Hello? Anybody home? Lipstick evidence, infidelity, caught cheating, betrayal. Now this card I'm definitely using literally. Lucky break, good fortune, good things coming, turning point. Oh, bye, Felisa. Peace and out. Thank you. Next, leaving and not caring. Listening to another psychic last night, and she said by April, Harry will be in the UK without the children, and he'll be the father that the children will stay in California with Meghan, and he'll fly in and out. And then when Archie's 15, 16, that's when he'll move to the UK with Harry but Lily never will. That was hers. She says Lily will always stay with her mother. That's probably more for legal reasons. So there we go. TikTok, betrayal, bye Felicia, light bulb moment, and lucky break. The card said he's off to the UK by himself. Okay, Meghan. Or as they say in Australia, Megan. Meghan, what's the news surrounding Meghan? Other than a good dose of salmonella from making turkey with all your jewelry on. Like, oh my God. Oh. Rebound. Wow. Flighty, temporary option, unpredictable intentions. Well, yeah, we did say that she was rebranding this month. And the card said, I think makeup, isn't it? Lust, greed, bareback, inconsiderate. Well, there you go. There's on the strawberry, Roller coaster, full of highs and lows, off and on again, hot and cold. That's so her. Lost, ghosted, cowardice, disappearing act. That's, you're going to be ghosted, honey, all right. Playa the field, not looking to settle, seeking options. I think that's her going, looking for money. Playa. Play in the field, not looking to settle, seeking options. Yeah. Look at with the roller coaster rebound. I think she's backpedaling, she's dog pedaling, she's doing everything she can to stay relevant, to stay afloat. I think her lust is lust for money. But yeah, I think she's going to be ghosted. She's going to be ghosted by friends, by her husband, by all sorts. This is going to be a real roller coaster month for her. All right. Well, there you go. What did you think? What did you think of What's the News? Now we wait. Thank you for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.